Well then. Hi, hello. Yeah. That should be everything. I think. Apart from my rings, because I just put on hand cream, so I don't want to have that much fun. Uh, let's, however, with the coffee. Very important. It's been sitting so long, it's actually inhalable now. Okay, where did I put the tapestry needle? Did I put it back in here? Yeah, I think that's the one. See? Oh no. That's not the one. I want the slightly bigger one. Just thin ones. These should be over here. In the Christmas box. There it is. Move that first. Get him. It's that one I wanted. Okay, there we go. Now we have that. Gonna be smart and grab the scissors. Ow. That's actually correct colors too. Wow. Those colors, I always tried go on the razor keel. Okay, so Buttercup. Got no hair, no eyeballs. The hair and eyeballs are on my desk. This is gonna be interesting, by the way. I am not sure how much I'm gonna need to put the bangs on. Let's go with that. Think. Yeah, let's give me some kind of leeway. There is a knot here. Okay. There's one cut on the other side of the knot then and get rid of that. Okay. Interesting. Usually there are no knots in that yarn at all. Okay, before I start pinning the bangs on. Let's get that in. Okay. My throat is just a mess. I'm gonna be doing that a lot. It's like constantly feeling like I have something stuck in my throat. I hate pollen. Goddamn fornicating trees. And everything else. Let's put the box right there. And that, I am just gonna... Mayu, how to borrow that hook. I can take this end and shove it right in here. Yeah. Really? Get stuck there? Ow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the bangs. Now I need to pin them to her head. Needs to be there according to the pattern. Yeah, I don't think this will actually stick that well. Because I will need to pull those side pieces very, very far. Okay, that's green. Okay. It can be so nice when they're actually stuck to her head, however. Sort of. We're getting there. Then I have the other piece right here. That will be fun. This is gonna be hell. I'm saying that. It's gonna be hell to put on. Like absolute fucking hell to put on. At least I only have to go straight across here. Thankfully. Making sure I actually have everything centered. Here. Yeah, it is. Now I just check the center was I lined it up with the leggy gap. Made sure there was a straight line to the middle from between her legs. That's how now they are centered. Since that center leads straight back to this center. Now I'm just make sure I have these corners correct. that should be more like it. Okay. Because this up here needs to be a straight line too. Okay, how the fuck did I do that on Blossom? What stitch did I use? Merger. Okay, I literally just did that. Okay. Yeah, she's hanging out on my desk. They will all be hanging out on my desk until I have arranged some shelf space for them. Since they do be big. And I sort of know where I want them. Sort of know where I want them. Yeah, okay. Go this side. First stitch is always the worst one. Come on. Really there, or do I want to go? Want to go there? Get really that corner. There. Be like that. He's gonna be so abused before I'm done. Just saying. Back into that same stitch, but out a different way. Not that much. There. There we go. First stitch on officially. And I hope I will put them in the correct spot, because this is gonna be an absolute bitch if I need to take it off. Or yeah, now if I get a knot because black yarn on black. It's gonna be fun trying to get the stuffing to actually be inside. Ugh. Right. At least it will look good though. I suppose that to be the main point. Speaking of knot. Yeah. Let's see, how is that looking here? Wow. I am kind of impressed because on Twitch it actually looks better. Wow. It's actually looking better on Twitch than in OBS. Wow. Things I did not expect. But okay. Now the annoying part starts. Ugh. But first a sneeze. Because guess which idiot did not take their allergy tablet when they woke up? Me. I'm the idiot. Uh, I think I need that. This is where her head will become very, very abused. Because where it started, that's only one layer. The bangs. You see, that's two layers. We are at a fun. Oh. But at least there isn't much to do on Buttercup. It's the hair and the eyeballs, and then drawing on the mouth, and then he's done. But it's not like there is much to do on her compared to Blossom and Bubbles. Where are you? And oh yeah, that other glue I tried for the eyes, it was really good. That other glue was really, really good for the eyeballs. So I'm thinking I might be using this other glue instead. That was the red one. Yeah, Brit. That was really good on the eyeballs. Come on, get in. And then get out. Perfect. So much abuse going on. I don't need that one either. And then we shall see how much time we have left of the stream after I'm completely done with Buttercup. Because I do still need to put out the eyepieces for Bubbles. I haven't cut them out yet. Okay, hello. Need to go in there then? And then up there? Okay, fine. Like I said, my throat's gonna be a bitch. You guys are just gonna have to do like I do and accept it, because that's not going away. Come on. Just stop going through the wrong stitch. Fine, if I go in there then. Okay, fine, that works. I suppose. Didn't know where I wanted it to go. But it looks like that's the best I'm gonna get, so. Yeah. At least it's easy to line them up. Yeah. Stuffing keeps poking out. I don't like it. Especially not since it's on the black. Ugh. Gonna have to go in with like nail clippers and fix that. Oh. Let's see, let's go next area then. Okay. Now the game is running again. Yeah. I also wish I had a curved needle, but well. Can't have everything, right? I do not need that needle. Her head is very, very smushed and abused. And when I say very, very, I mean very, very. Just goddamn. Come here. Okay, I suppose at least they're on. At least they're on. It didn't quite end up a straight line. I would have wanted that to be more there. But whatever. Get the banks at least. Now to one extra stitch before I make the knot. Come on, get in. Really? Thank you. Gonna need to make sure it ends up on this side. Eh. Eh. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ah. And this is long enough scrap to save. Now comes the not so fun part of this one. Can't I just use the cryo for that? It's you to that and yeah. Good enough. Okay. Okay, then you will. There. Okay. So let's see there. If I can get this to. It needs to like stretch kind of far. And well, cotton isn't very stretchy. Ah. at all. Okay, I can make it work though. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna start to pin this. This part is gonna need a lot of pins. Because of how much I need to stretch it. That part's good. This part needs to be stretched even more. I think maybe I stuffed the head too much. I might have stuffed it too much. Maybe I missed the row on this one. But also bit. Okay, come here. Okay, that one is there and that one is there. I suppose I could make it work in a way. Yeah, okay. I can make it work. Okay, got it. Okay. That one needs to go there, and that one needs to there. I do that part first, and then I can go with that part. Okay. Can sort of see it. Slowly getting somewhere. Very slowly. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of pulling on this. But I can make it work. That's good. Just so I don't have to remake this entire piece. But first I need to take care of that, because that where the first stitch was. And that needs to take care of. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay, come on. No, I can get in there, thank you. Okay. No, okay. Okay. Go. Really? Rub this in there. Won't hold. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna have to go in on the head then. Go. I have this on my desk because I have a project I'm working on over here. That. Otherwise, that one would have been in a box. Go. Let's cut some stuffing. Okay. Now for this. Let's see. Okay. Ugh, stupid nose. Gonna be so much stretching. Find the center at least. That should be there. Okay. Now we just stretch that to match to there. We need to do the same on the other side. When I get to the middle of this. Ah, it's gonna hurt my hands. What to do? I think I'm gonna need to go into here. I do not need anything with the actual head color showing through here where they join. I'm gonna have to try to overlap them a bit. Get in. Really? my nose can stop itching, that would be fantastic. In there and then out there. Think that will do it. Okay, first stitch. I'm gonna have to put 2 in every then. Oh, okay. Good thing I went with a long ass thread. I kind of suspected already anyway. That's fine. Okay, maybe I don't need to take exactly 2 in every, but almost. Let's see, where do you even meet up? There, okay. Oh, okay. Button is not stretchy. There we go. That should be it. Just to be sure, I'm gonna put a whole bunch of pins over here. There. That should do it. Duh. Just then, after I have done this piece, there's gonna be even more stretching. But yeah, that would be fine. That's still gonna, work, so... Oh yeah. Sadly, wait, don't I? Can't I grab that piece of paper so you guys can see? May you? Okay. Sort of, in a way. So yeah, you can sort of see it. Ignore the needle in her head. But yeah, you can sort of see it. It will eventually be good. But first I need to tackle this part. need to go in there. But can you please maybe me go up where I need to? Thank you. Ugh. Okay. Maybe I can actually pull that down a bit. There we go. Want it more like that. Well, just there. There. Good. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Okay, back to this then. But yeah, this head is gonna be so abused. At least it's gonna be easier after this part is done. Oh no, there is that. Our eyeballs are on my desk already, so... Actually, how will it be with the eyeballs? May you? Oh, that would be nice. Okay. Lift up. Yeah, that'll be nice. I'm gonna need 50 million pins to put on the eyeballs though. Because they are very stiff. Because of the glue, but yeah. You can sort of see it. This will be so nice. Okay. Eh. Next one over. Come on. There, not there, thank you. Ah. A very, very slow process. Get in there, hello. In there and out there, hello. It ain't that. Thank you. Ugh. Okay. You're almost at the halfway point. On this end, anyway. You'll have all of the underside to do, but for this top part, we are soon at the half. The next stitch will be the halfway point. Okay, come on. Go. Exactly halfway. Which means we can finally remove one or maybe two. Yeah, two of the pins at least. So now there's that. Making sure I get the correct stitch. Ah. Okay. And oh my god, that Mothman. That is adorable. How's you doing? I'm working with black on black. And her head is very, very abused. Like, this head. It is not head-shaped at all. No, in any single way. In there. Eh. My hand is hurting. Ow. Because I'm having to hold this so tightly. So yeah, my hand is hurting. You just woke up so you don't know how you are yet? Well, at least you woke up. Isn't there some kind of real life bonus point for that? At least you woke up. At all. Do I need to remove the needle and untangle this? Probably. Okay, come here. Don't fall off my lap. I'm gonna remove this needle. Then just pull this yarn a few times to untangle it. It's all twisty. Oh, and it looks like my game finished the round. Okay. Okay then. Have a mini break and take care of the game. Let's see, what did I need? I needed the cockatrice. Still no sign of that. Or the dimensional wizard. Oh. Actually, I could go with the bone knight instead. Actually. He's got an AoE ability, so that's really good. And he returns to life. And I want that one. Okay. That team should be really, really good. Okay, now I can just let that run. Yeah, trust me, I am, huh? That's gonna thread the needle first. Okay, fine. Be that way then. Now I can thread the needle. But yeah, especially my left, because last week I hit the pavement. Oh, that's one of my idle games. Well, sort of idle. You can play it fully idle, fully manual, or a combination of both. It is Wizard's Wheel 2. Be on Steam. That's the game I have almost 900 hours in, by the way. When we were talking about games a few days ago, that's the game. Almost 900. Unless I have actually reached 900. Oh no, 871 I'm on. I'm gonna need more coffee soon. Okay, just because I wanna know, will this camera show the not quite correct colors? Not quite the correct colors. Not quite. It's a lot more red than the camera shows. Close enough if you round up. Well, more like rounding down, since it fills up as a fiery orange. But it's probably because of my grow light I have in that end. My grow light is currently lighting up my entire room, as usual. Because it is hella fucking bright. And it's on lowest setting. But yeah, it interferes with the camera, so... Just a tiny bit though. Oh yeah. That yarn is the Hobby Universe in the color Solar Flare. Is the one I use to make my latest let's see, there you are. My latest dark scale choker. I need to put beads on still, but yeah. Yeah, it's not really showing up the colors well at the moment because of the grow light. But yeah, so after I finish this, I pretty much just straight up started a new one. That would be the same design. Oh yeah. These yarns are also hobby. It's the Friends Cotton 88 I'm using for the Powerpuffs. All of them actually. I managed to find all pretty much exact Powerpuff Girls colors, exact match. Like I could have maybe gone with a slightly darker pink on Blossom for her dress, but that's about it. there, there. So I need to go in there and out there. Okay. The shawl pattern, the My Story shawl. I've actually made 3 of them, all in same yarn, just different colors. Do I actually? Oh yeah, I actually have one of them close by. Hold on. I have the first one I made. It is actually close by. Here, go. This is the first one I made with that pattern. So you can see it's a really simple, really brainless pattern. The only thing you do different is when you reach the edge. That's it. Otherwise it's just double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Apart from the corner. But that you will remember very fast too anyway. So yeah, this was the first one I made. Then I made a black and white for Mother, and then I made a very bluish one. Blue, green, pink, yellow that looked like every cartoon Joker stuffed in a blender. How long? I have no idea. I worked on these pretty much while I was doing other things. So if I was like watching a TV show, I worked on it. Actually, I made most of that black orange when I was watching The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. I made most of it during that time. Now I'm waiting for next season. That's how brain dead that pattern is. Yeah, that's why that is the only shawl pattern I recommend for everyone. Okay, let me just stick the needle back into her face. Yay! Powerpuff abuse! Well, I'm only watching one of them. The one that is specifically called The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. I haven't seen the other ones yet. There's like 4 of them, I think. Yeah, about 4 different Skinwalker Ranch TV shows. Yeah. Trying to get the taping on her head. And I did succeed pretty well, I would say. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now comes even more stretching. Stretching. Yeah. it's also hard to find the actually good ones. Okay. Stuff some hints into her head, ignore me. Go. Okay. Because now I need to do it slightly different. You can see it from the back that this piece is not not the same as the rest, because this one you make in the back loop. So now on the underside, in the front loops, I need to stitch the front loops with the head, so that piece stands out like that. Oh joy. Plushy violence so early in the day. Oh, we had more violence before stream. Because I may have dropped my small shark on the floor. Or Drew. He got some extra squishies when I picked him up. Had a shark on the floor. Thing. But yeah, we've already had plenty of plushie abuse. Why not go that way then? Then out there, I suppose. Clever way to flip the hair out? Yeah. I just hope I have enough yarn here to actually do the entire thing. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do it, zipper style, as I call it. What did we figure out it was? Mattress stitch? One that I call zipper. Was it mattress? I'm thinking that's probably gonna be the best way to do this part. Or a variation of it. Maybe I should get a smaller needle. Mommy fixing a knot. But yeah, because of the stitching being on the underside, the hair would in theory stay flipped out. That's what I'm worried about. Because I'm starting to think I made this piece slightly smaller than it should have been. It feels like I've missed a round or two. Now when I'm stitching it on. But I am not gonna remake it. I have the yarn so I could remake it, but no. Just nope, nope, nope. I want it all done. I want them fully done. I can start planning my next projects. I have a few ideas what to do after Powerpuffs are done, but nothing concrete. Alright, I need to get in on Duolingo stream. I get to a point. Nope, I'm done. No. Yeah. I mean, it's still working though. I mean, even though it's the back piece is technically smaller than it should be, it still looks good. And it's handmade, so it's a bit fuck it. And it's only for me in a way. They will just be display pieces. Because no one would ever afford these dolls if I decided to sell them. Because of all the stitching and such, and all of the crochet time, I would have to charge around. Yeah, probably like you said, around 75, 80 for just one of these dolls. With the stitching and the eyeballs and everything. Probably around there. So yeah, I would be very, very shocked if someone acts ever. Oh yeah. The hair will actually stay flipped due to the stitching underneath. Okay, good. Nice. Yeah. Like I always say, my favorite example is my butthole cats. I even have one of those cats here actually. Let me do a quick check. I used to have one of the cats on my desk, but I might have... No, here he is. Here he is. This little guy. When you lift your tail, these take around 5 hours. If I was selling them in my area, I wouldn't even get $5 for it. But this little dude take 5 hours. Plus minus maybe half an hour to make. Now I wouldn't even get $5 for him in my area. I would in fact be lucky to get a $5 for that. So yeah, if I was trying to sell one of these dolls in my area, I would have to go down to about $15 to get it sold. And I don't exactly live in a poor area. It's like a middle class area. Maybe I don't need to go into every state. Okay. And go into every state. I don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn though. But yeah, that's why the butthole cat, as I call him, is my favorite example of time versus money. No, not dusty. Dusty. Thank you. Richard's one is the last day I went to pan art. Yep, that was that. Okay, so yeah, that stitching will help the hair stay. Hopefully, it will do the same on the other side too when I get to it. I suppose I could actually sheet and not do the complete underside here. Okay. Let's do that. Because it really is looking like I do not have to do that. I don't not. Eh. Okay, I think probably here I can. Can I sheet that entire neck? Maybe that will stay out nicely. Actually, do that stitch. That I will probably do the same. Okay. Let's sheet. I'm gonna sheet. It's happening. Mostly because I don't care much for doing 40 million stitching into front loops. Okay. Now I can move the pins, finally. We have one side completely done. Stretch that a bit. Go. Now put the pins back in. Okay, come on. Oh, there was the pin I lost before, okay. I knew I had 5 pins. One was under my desk. And my keyboard. Yay! I just found a pin with my foot. I dropped it yesterday. I knew I had 5 of the dark ones. Let's see. Do I need to stretch you more? No, that should be fine. Actually. Okay. Let's... Yes. Ah, and also... Ouch. My wrist is gonna hurt so much. I'm still not fully healed from hitting the pavement last week. Well... Okay, come on. Thank you. So, what are your plans? Do you even have any plans apart from waking up? Instead of it. Okay. Okay. Then I need to go in where? In there? Yeah, okay. Two things trying to decide between. Oh. What is that? Shares or more shares? Trying to find a photo, need to organize, yeah. I have given up on that because holy shit, I have over 4,000 photos on my computer alone. And then another 2,000 something on my phone. Which is making me really happy. I pay $1 a month for 50 gigabyte cloud storage for my phone. But at least we're soon done with this and can put some eyeballs on. Really? More shares? They're so cool though. said lately that my wrist is hurting. Ouch. Maybe I should not have done this at all. But it's fine. I won't have to remove my wrist much after this stream, so it's fine. At least I will have this hair done. And this doll, because I only have that little piece. And then eyeballs. And then I can put her aside and she will be done. And I can move on to Bubbles' eyeballs, where I will not be needing my wrist as much. Yes, because when I hit the pavement I landed like right down on my left wrist. Yeah, it was not fun. The first 2 days I couldn't even lift my cell phone. And this cell phone is small and lightweight. I couldn't even lift that for the first 2 days. Never mind lifting the coffee mug until 2 days ago. But yeah, I am nowhere near fully healed. But I also really wanted to finish that. Because this is now stream 12 of working on these dolls. I have done all of the parts apart from Blossom's Bangs on stream, and each stream is 3 hours, so 12 times 3, and we are not done yet. But yeah, like I said, I decided to do this to show people how long it takes to actually craft our stuff. And why we are asking the amount of money we are for our stuff. Just as a small way to spread some awareness. Okay. Oh yeah, that side will also stay. Okay. Nice. Maybe do the same thing with the shares such. Yeah, exactly. That's also why I love Porter's Puppet Pile so much. He does the same. Because people just don't understand. Like, our things take time. It is a process, a journey. It is not just pick up some yarn and wave the crochet hook around and there's a doll. Like even now I'm spending at least 3 minutes trying to find my next stitch, for example. There it is. It was hidden. Found it. But yeah, just putting on the hair has taken me an hour and a half ish, sort of, just to put the hair on this. Stream which made potato salad. Yeah, 8 hours. Yeah. And I made the Christmas whirl last year. You can use it as wall hanging or as tablecloth. That was about 7.5 hours with a 2.5mm crochet hook. I did pretty much all of that on stream too. That's where I got the idea. Because most times I don't make every part on stream. But the more I looked around on Instagram and such, it was like giving the impression to non-crafters that we work faster than we do. Like, sure, there are people that do work fast, but there's still time it takes, even though they are faster than average. Go. Now I have some extra black for my scrap bag. Yay. Okay. Now I'm gonna need more pins for the eyeballs. I'm gonna need like almost all of the pins I have here. I do have more pins than that, but they are the shorty ones. Okay, so technically she is now done. But yeah, eyeballs. She's gonna need some eyeballs. And mouth. But yeah. And the size of her hair will stay out, due to the stitching being right here. But I can't actually flop forward unless you hold them that way. It did end up slightly sideways. So it's like she's not looking straight forward, looking slightly to the side like that, but that's fine. I am perfectly okay with the dolls not looking straight forward. It just adds a bit of character to them if they are not all looking straight forward. So I'm good with that. And here we have her eyeballs. And I will probably do the same as I did with the blossoms and glue them to hell and back. But first I need to find the correct position for them. Like, at all. Okay. This? It took maybe 7 hours. Though my room don't have good air circulation, so it's very stagnant. So in a room with good air circulation, I'm guesstimating about 3 hours. But as usual, for safety, just leave it overnight. But it took about 7 hours on Blossom's eyeballs. But it's not really bad. Anyway, regardless. Like, used to waiting since I do epoxy resin stuff, so set it and forget it. Kind of what I live by. Let's see. I did make my eyeballs slightly smaller than the pattern, because those were gigantic, and I did not really like that. So mine are about half the size. Almost. Try and figure out where I want these before I hit the glue. That's one eyeball. I want her to live up her name and look very grumpy. Like, oh, so grumpy. That should be fun. I also need to remember that that is slightly to the side. There we go. Maybe that way? In there. This looks quite funny with all the pins in. Something like that, right? Okay, let me ask. There we go. Something like that. That should work, right? Very, very grumpy girl. I think we should go with that. And like I say, she's not looking straight on. Which I actually kinda like. But yeah, I think that'll be fine. It is just so her. So her. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna start with the part underneath here. Yeah! And the fact that she's not looking straight at the camera either. Even better. Yeah, we'll actually glue the hair too a bit then. It's very sticky glue. And then that hair will actually hold that down. I don't need to pin that part at least. And I found a photo, put in Discord. Oh. Really? Well, I'm really gonna need to extra glue these eyeballs. Now. If I put that one there, I could put in right there, and that should. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need my other piece. There. Yeah. Sadly, my only other pins is the shorty ones, like map pins. But yeah, I'm gonna need to really pin this. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get more of this glue. It was really, really nice. It's like thick and sticky, so it doesn't run everywhere. It works on, let's see, put my glasses down so I can read it. Let's see. Is there English anywhere? Oh, okay, fine. I'm gonna have to translate as I read. Cardboard, paper, felt, cork, leather, wood, metal, plastic. This glue. It was $4. Like I said, it's really nice, thick, sticky. So I put too much there. Yes. Take it that with my finger. You shouldn't do that. Ever. Yeah. I have glue everywhere. Well, I'm gonna wash these pants anyway, so never mind. And it is water soluble, so yay. I'm not too worried about my pants. I'm over making sure I don't get the glue from my fingers on my mouse pad or anything, so yeah, this is super thick. Like, that is like barely moving. That's how thick it is. Just saying, it's so thick. I need to make sure I don't glue the pins. I can just take the glue from my finger and smear it on those bangs. There we go. Oh yeah, I did it a few times on Blossom, even though I thought I didn't. No, I did manage to glue the pins anyway. Okay. I wish I had super glue, but I don't. I thought I had, actually, but no. Actually, will I need more pins? I might not. I still have 3 there, so I might not. I might not need more. 2. Okay, that's why I did not put it in there. Okay. Okay. Blue. Hey. I'm probably gonna have to glue this green because it's not exactly stuck. But I don't want to do that until after I have glued the actual eyeball. Coffee? That sounds like a fantastic idea. But first I want to glue this eyeball. Then I can grab some coffee. Really sticky. Okay, do I need... Okay, that one's fine. That one I might need. And there, okay. We have eyeballs. Now I can leave that alone. Until tomorrow or later tonight. Okay, let's draw the mouth on. Let's see, what kind of mouth do I want? Do we want her to be smiling or I can't decide. Do we want her smiling? Smirking? Let's see. That is one face I'm used to making because when I draw manga characters, I always do evil smirks. So that is one thing I do know how to draw. It is my favorite facial expression to draw too. There you go. He's gonna make that thicker down here. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, that is one face I do know how to draw. Okay. Now I am definitely gonna need coffee. Oh yeah, she's always been my favorite too. You know, apart from the green. But yeah, so technically I've 2 of them completely done. And they are big. Like, I did not expect them to be this big. but they're gonna be the coolest display pieces ever. I'm really happy I made the black part of the eyeball smaller than the pattern. But yeah, I need to take a break and get some coffee. Because the coffee I got is cold and I'm starting to see the bottom, and that is a fucking crime. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Let's take care of the game I saw. Next area. Okay, let's get difficult. Let's see, what will I need first? Where's my guide? There's the pieces I need to cut out, and here's the guide. Okay, big white first. Let's grab the white, and then we need the black and the blue. First the white. Okay. Here we go. Ah, now comes the not so fun part. Pieces for Bubbles eyeballs. I have a guide here. All of their eyes look different. You see, Blossoms is the only ones that are completely round. Then we have Buttercup the slanted. But Bubbles is not completely round because we have this part here. Which is why I made this guide. So now we need to start with that biggest white piece. This is another one of those things I did off stream. Because it required me to put a piece of paper on my monitor and draw and then redraw. So yeah, I did these off stream too. Yeah. Even worse when they are not exactly full circles either. Okay, let's see. Did I make them bigger? Yes, I did in fact make them bigger, so this so-called biggest white piece is actually about the size I need the blue to be. Got it. Okay, so I need to grab the blue. Then I can make the big white based on the size of this instead. And I have exactly one pin left on my desk, which is amazing. Mayu, I need you. So yeah. We will be making Bubbles eyeballs. Probably will take the rest of the stream, not gonna lie. Eyeballs are hard, yo. Eyeballs be hard. Then for the other eye, we will base that part on this part. Yeah, where is my book binding clips? Are they on my desk? Are they on my desk? No, god damn it. Ah. Where did I put them even? I could have used my book binding clips, but now I have lost them again. I do not bind books very often, so I tend to misplace my clips. Yay! I'm an idiot. Old news, I know, old news. Now we can here instead. That as a guide for that. Perfect. Okay. Now I will not need that one anymore. I know there are much easier ways to make this, but whatever. Okay, like that, and like that. Okay, now we just flip that over and we have two of the same. Perfect. Now we have the blue bits at least. Now we take this piece and a piece of paper. Okay. Get the guide again. How much of the white is visible? And where does it go? Okay, so it's the same until that point, and then it blends in on that point. Okay, got it. I'm gonna put this on my keyboard so I can see it. And the cat is whining for no reason. Whoa. Okay, so that's that side. And then for this side, need right that away, and then barely visible around there like that. And then for the underside, it starts to blend in there. Okay. I think I did it right. We shall see. Nope. Damn it. Almost right, but nope. Ow. No, that pen did not go straight into my thumb. No. Not at all. Ha. Okay. You can't see it, but yeah. We had some bloodletting already. Okay, fine, like that. Then that needs to go straight out there, like that. And then... Oh, okay, that's where I made it wrong. Okay, got it. So now it needs to go in. Okay. Okay, need to round that off a bit more. There, got it, okay. And that is the... Yeah, that was the white. Okay, give me that white. Oh, I'm not doing anything exciting anyway, I'm just making eyeballs, or well, eyeball parts. Which will be pretty much the rest of the stream. and I am not sure at all how long it will take. Put you there, and you there. Got it. Okay. Then I can start cutting right there. I know I could fold the fabric double and then cut, but every time I do it that way I tend to fuck up. As in, every time I do it. Yeah. Just some little work lurk in the coffee shop, in the storm. Okay, that's one. I need to copy this without the cat hair. Go. Almost perfect. Yeah, I need to start to dig out my green yarns to decide colors for my corner to corner creeper pencil case. Or well, crochet hook case in my case. That was a lot of case. I have the pattern, I have the lining fabric, but I do not have the yarns picked out. Go. Flip that. It's you on top of you. Is that correct? Sort of, I hope. Maybe. I do not know. Maybe it's the other way around? I have no idea. Probably was that way. Aha, maybe it's that way. Maybe that's why I'm confused. Here. Okay, yeah, it was that way. Got it, okay. Now that's done. I think. Did I do that correctly? Hold on. Have I done this correctly? Now I'm skeptical. I'm very, very skeptical. it doesn't look right. Come here, Blossom. Let me check your eyeballs. Maybe I made them even bigger. Big is that part compared to that? Okay, that should be fine, I suppose. Okay, the blue is fine. The whites need to be even bigger. Got it. They need to be even bigger. But the blue bits are fine. God damn it. Good thing I have all of this white felt to work with. I did like the shape of this, but it needs to be bigger. Okay, fine. Okay, so that part was fine. It's that part around that needs to be bigger. Okay. Not much, but slightly. Just follow that around. Yes, this is how I made all of the eyeballs. Yes, work! Okay, then I can... I am gonna save these, however. I can still use them. That's more like it. Okay. Okay, yeah, this was a much better size. Okay. Hmm. Maybe I should make the blue bits bigger too. Slightly bigger. Let us do it on this end. They don't need to be much bigger, but slightly. Like I said, these extra leftover pieces, I will still use them. I already have things I can use them for. I can use them in Slow stitch projects. It's more than fine that I have stuff like that laying around. I'm gonna have so much to clean up after stream, however. Um, that's gonna be fun. Okay, this is much better. Yeah, this is much better. I'm liking this. Okay, so we need another one of these. And another one of those whites. And then we need the black and the center white. Yeah, so far we're doing good, I will say. We have a Buttercup completely done. We kinda soonish have Bubbles eyeballs. Like I said, I just need one more big white. And then need a black and a center white. And then we can start gluing them together. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Now let's see. It will be this way. They have a particular shape. And then that way. That way. Okay. Okay, that's that. Now we need the black, which looks to be no specific shape. Okay. Which means we might be able to use that we already have. That would be too small. If we use something like that. Okay. Okay, let's do it like this. If I use that, but just draw around it. Like that. That should be correct size, I think. Let's see here. No, I think actually it would work if I did. Okay, let's do something between them. I'm keeping the white felt in my lap because I will need it fairly soonish. Okay, how about that one? Will that be correct? Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, perfect. Where's the black? That's the black. Might as well just continue over here. I will just put that with the other scraps that I can use. Okay, this is way too small to actually in, so just gonna hold it. Okay, that should be fine. Ooh, and I can just barely fit that in. Perfect. Just about barely fit that in. And the cat is sitting in front of the TV because I can hear mother shouting at him to get down. Okay. Let's see, that's one. That's that. Move that. And I might actually cut this a bit. And hello. We are slowly making progress. We have most of one eyeball. I'm just fixing the shape to where I want it to be. I'm gonna have so much shit to clean up, just saying. Okay, go. Let's see. I need to cut that a tiny bit. There, maybe? Okay, I think that'll be fine. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that, apart from that one. Apart from that 1 millimeter, that looks wrong. That's the worst, when you see 1 millimeter off. There. Compared to the others, I actually want Bubbles' eyeballs to be all wide. Okay, now we need 2 centers. How small do I want them to be? That would be too small. Do I have a fitting piece? Me? Okay, yeah. If I actually just fold that. Okay, let's see here. If I just fold that and try to cut a circle like shape. There. I have 2 circles on my fingertip that I hope are the correct shape I want. Actually, you know what? That might work. Me slide them. That might actually work. They are not completely where I want them, but overall that might work. So let me get on top of them so I can actually see clearly. Okay, maybe if I move that there, move that up there. That's more like it. Okay, next eyeball. Move you up there. Maybe I shouldn't pay that much attention to her eyeballs because it do be a little derp. Okay, I think that will work. That will work. Okay. Well, she is an exaggeration of naive blonde, so that is what she's meant to be. And Blossom is the strong redhead leader type. And of course, Buttercup, the tomboy, want to do it all right now type. So yeah, I think this will be fine. I'm gonna start to glue them now. And I'm gonna do it exactly as I did with blossoms. So I'm gonna keep everything stacked and just glue the layers. That's how I did them. So I just kept them stacked and glued from the bottom and up. That's probably why they turned out a bit too stiff for the round head, but whatever. We have pins for a reason. Right? It's gonna be careful so I don't move them too much. Okay, now the white part. Don't need much for that. Okay, that's one eyeball. Really hard to burn them without actually move any of the parts, by the way. Okay, that was that. Oh, and also, like super glue, this glue leaves thin strings hanging. Like super glue and glue gun. Okay, come on. Thank you. Okay, now for that white. There we go. Hopefully I'm free from all the gluing now. Okay. Let go of my hands. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Eyeballs. That's gonna be quite perfect for bubbles. I do want those whites a bit further up, however. I want that one. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Got it. That's gonna be perfect. Not exactly the same shape or, you know, clean lines, but I don't care. Yeah. And now there is 15 minutes before we end, so grabbing some coffee and then cleaning up the last few minutes. Uh, okay, that one is easy. That one can now throw away. The pins are all in the eyeballs, so I can now close this because the pins will stay in Buttercup's eyeballs until tomorrow. And to my knowledge, I will not need a tapestry needle for anything at all. So, close that. This piece of random paper will stay on my desk because I never know when I'll be needing it. This will go back in the bag. I got this entire bag of felt. Let's see, what's it? 24. Total of 24 pieces, 30 by 20 centimeter. And I believe it was 20 bucks. That's it. 20 bucks for this entire bag. I'm going to wash my hands after a stream. Woo! Okay then. We are slowly getting the girls together. Let's see, have I? No. I was afraid I had glued pins, but it seems like I have not. Oh, wait. Might have glued this one a tiny bit. Oh. But overall, it seems I have managed to not glue most of them. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Perfect. I had only managed to glue 2 of the pins. I had only glued 2 of the pins. Perfection. And yeah, the sides will stay folded like that. Crochet a backdrop. A thing of the sky or something. I could, actually, if I had the yarn. But I don't have the yarn. But I could. It wouldn't even be hard. And if I did it really sheety way, I could do it in Tunisian. So it goes faster. Instead of mosaic. But yeah, in theory I could. forgot to clean this up. That needs to go in the drawer too. And there are the scrap pieces from the failed eyeballs. And that random piece of black. I'm gonna save this for low stitching. I have 2 of those ongoing. Do I even have that on here? Oh yeah, here it is. One of my slow stitch projects I'm working on. I need to add the stitching around all of the edges. There's gonna be a different stitching along every edge. But all of the basic stitching is done. And I managed to make it so that even the back looks nice. For the moment anyway. But yeah, I can use those scrappy felt pieces for another one of these. It's just the jeans fabric from a pair of jeans that did not fit. Then I just put other things on top. That black is actually a thick ribbon. That's not exactly fabric, that's a ribbon. A thick ass ribbon. I just threw it in there. So yeah, just one of the random pieces on my desk I need to finish. And then I have this, it's just... Wow, the camera isn't picking it up, it's so fine. It's like a mesh. A slightly stretchy mesh. So I think I could combine this somehow. Make something with that. For another of those stitch pieces. Yeah, that's why you always save small pieces like that. Especially if you're a multi-crafter. Let's see, how is the eyeballs doing? I am seeing spots I will have to glue again. But I won't add any more glue at the moment because that just means it takes even longer for them to dry. But yeah, they will stay there overnight. Just like that, and the pins will stay in Buttercup's eyeballs overnight. Yeah, they will stay there as is until tomorrow. But yeah, we got her done. Now we have bubbles left, and then we have all 3 of the Powerpuffs. They are so big. I did not expect the size. But yeah. So next week we can start stitching bubbles together. All our parts are here. And we did the eyeballs, but yeah, all of our parts are here. And I don't think I have said it yet today, but the pattern is by the Nerdy Knitter. I don't say that often enough. But she has some fantastic patterns. Like, all of her My Little Pony patterns. I want them. But yeah, this will have been a journey when it's done. So we still got at least one more stream of the Powerpuffs. Then I'm gonna have to start thinking, and I don't think well. But oh well. As usual, Discord be over yonder. My Instagram. Everything crafty that you see up there. Right there. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome to see them together. Eventually. But for now, thank you all for being here. Especially Kay, that has been here the entire time. But for now, I'll be seeing you guys when I see you. So have a great time zone and stay caffeinated. Bye.